we got some more NBA offseason news, you guys. Lou Dort is being traded to the Atlanta Hawks. The Hawks are getting Lou Dort and Ryan Nembhard from the Dallas Mavericks. In return, the OKC Thunder it sounds like they're receiving 3 second-round picks, so they are loading up on future draft picks. And the Dallas Mavericks are getting Zachary Ricochet from the Atlanta Hawks. So an interesting 3-team trade. Looks like the Thunder they are blowing up a little bit of their team, which honestly is kind of unfortunate because like they did so well this year, and it also sucks that like they had a couple guys injured in the playoffs down the stretch, which definitely impacted their outcome. So it's kind of unfortunate seeing guys now getting traded and they're starting to like blow up their team a little bit, which is unfortunate. But let's hear some more information from Chris Smoove here with the news.
The Thunder, they're starting to break up the team. They're going to trade Lou Dort.
Mavs with Zachary Ricochet to go along with Cooper Flag.
So he's going to the Hawks. They're going to get 3 second-round picks. And then Zachary Ricochet, the former number 1 pick, he's going to the Dallas Mavericks. And Ryan Nembhard, he's on his way to the Atlanta Hawks. So this move right here, this is a pure money-making move, money-saving move. Maybe we're going to have to look at that Celtics trade for Jaylen Brown a little bit differently.
Maybe they didn't want to pay Lou Dort. Maybe the Thunder didn't want to pay Lou Dort, so they traded him. Maybe they didn't want to pay him, so they trade him for future draft picks to free up some cap space. Bro, I don't know. It's because it's expensive to afford a championship team because you got all these players. You need depth, and then all these players who are contributing, they're all gonna ask for more money because they're like, hey, look at what I did for your team in order to help you guys win an NBA championship. So I feel like it gets more and more expensive. That's why we're seeing some star players take pay cuts in the league in order to bring in other quality pieces in order to help win, because it's expensive to win. It costs a lot of money in the NBA because all these guys, they all want to get paid. They all want to get paid what they're worth. So
because it seems like the new CBA rules, the new salary cap, the first apron, the second apron, it looks like no teams are interested in that second apron cheese. Nobody wants to pay that tax bill, and they're making moves accordingly.
That's the luxury tax.
It's gotten so bad that we've got players like Wemby. He recently took less money on his latest contract.
Yeah.
And you've got the NBPA, the NBA Players Association. They're upset that a superstar player has to take less money. They don't like that. They want the teams to have to deal with it. They don't want players having to take less money.
Yeah.
So this might be a trend going forward where you're seeing.
Hey, and that's valid. Like that's valid. Like that's really a front office issue. Like the front office has to figure that out. Like the players shouldn't be penalized for this whole financial situation. Like they're getting the money that they work for, that they earn. So like the fact that they're coming out and some of these guys are coming out and taking pay cuts, it's unfortunate for these players, and like it's something that the front office got to figure out. They got to figure out how to manage all these contracts and like how can we keep all of these guys. That's the whole thing with like trying to win. Trying to win in the NBA. You're trying to manage a bunch of different players with different personalities, and then there's the business side of it where you're trying to manage everyone's contracts.
NBA teams are not really making
in order to keep people,
decisions.
so you can keep winning.
Money decisions. It's interesting though because Adam Silver, he said that this is exactly why they changed the rules. They wanted to be more competitive around the league. They don't want teams being able to stack players. They want it to be a challenge. But the problem is homegrown situations and teams that have done a good job of building, all of a sudden they can't keep their players together. Because it's not like the Thunder, they made a bunch of trades,
right?
Got a bunch of
they
free
drafted
agents,
most of these guys.
and some of the other teams that are making similar moves.
Right.
It's just that the cost of keeping the players that you got yourself, you developed yourself, like the Celtics with Jaylen Brown, they can't even afford to keep him.
Mm-hmm.
So this is becoming an issue. It'll be interesting.
Because when they play really well, their value goes up. Their value goes up. So, you know, understandably so, they're gonna want more money because they're like, hey, you know, I did this for you, so like I feel like I'm worth this amount in the league. So, and then it comes down to the franchise, the ownership, the GMs, on if they have enough cap space to be able to afford them, you know. But it's unfortunate, like especially if you drafted the player.
Change up the way that this works going forward. In 2028, they could opt out, so I guess we'll see what happens. Very interesting. The Atlanta Hawks, though, now they got Lou Dort. They've already got Dyson Daniels, and they're the only team that did anything to the Knicks this season.
Very solid defensive backcourt
so
right
they're
there.
Getting a little bit better. I kind of like the trade for them.
Yeah, defensively, that's a nightmare right there. Dyson Daniels and Lou Dort in the backcourt on defense will go crazy. And then you got Jalen Johnson, a blooming star. So, I mean, hey, okay. So, I mean, that's solid right there. That's solid for sure.
The Mavericks, they've been stocking
tough,
up and changing that
defender.
team, getting some bigs. So we'll see what happens there with Cooper Flag going forward. But get in the comments section. Let me know what you think about this trade. And do you think that this second apron is starting to get out of control? Because we're seeing them make some very silly trades. Trades they would never make. Clearly they're making it because of the salary cap implications. As an NBA fan or a fan of your franchise, do you like the parity that is being created in the league, or do you think this is starting to get ridiculous and they're forcing it way too much?
I feel like it sucks when you have a guy that you drafted, you bet on this player and becoming a great player, you know, 2-3 years down the line, and you get 2-3 years down the line, and now all of a sudden you can't afford that player. Even if you are, you know, because you're paying your other star players X amount, so they're making this amount because that's what they earned in the league, right? But I think it's just it sucks. Like, it sucks. Lou Dort was a key piece to this OKC Thunder team, arguably the best defender on the team. I'd say either him or Caruso probably, right? Like you're losing arguably your best defender because you can't afford him. You can't afford him because you have all these other pieces, and together you guys have proven that you can win. That you can win at a high level. You had a lot of depth this year in your bench, and now you're losing it just because you simply can't afford him anymore. It's not even like you know, as far as we know, it's not even as much as like he's unhappy there, which then that would be a different situation. It's like, no, they simply can't afford him, which just sucks. You know, it sucks. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about this trade. Let me know what you guys think about the Hawks. I think the Hawks adding Lou Dort is solid. Like I said, Dyson Daniels and Lou Dort in the backcourt. That's a scary defensive backcourt right there. And then Jalen Johnson, who's only going to keep getting better and better. So I think that's a solid addition. But yeah, let me know.